Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another chapter read. Back with another, how to say this, wonderful moment in time to process. A wonderful moment in our past history to get an understanding of how our culture lived, how our culture was stolen, how our culture was so envied. Every culture that exists upon this planet, even the cultures within our culture on our continent, envied it so much that they did what? They went outside, you feel me? Outside of the continent of Africa to get help, to help in the demise, the destruction, of taking control of history. You feel me? Taking control of history. Look, we talking about this book right here, Stolen Legacy, written by George G. M. James. Look, it's a republication. It's a republished circulation of this book. I don't get it. Because see, the thing about this book right here, it shows you the thievery, and it shows you how the Greeks disciplined those that did plagiarism. You understand what I'm saying? Killed them. Killed them. Killed every one of them. You got what I'm saying? And they're very, how to say it, very popular in mythology, in how to say it, the word, I can't think of the word, but it's like look, mythology. You feel what I'm saying? They're very like like they was like the first people to even put these philosophies into the world on a mass level. You got what I'm saying? That's the word I want to say, philosophy. So understand that it comes from out of Africa. Understand that everything you read and everything you have learned about today in the now come from where? Where you think come from? A bunch of men, a bunch of children of the demiurge that learn to think, that learn to forge a civilization. You feel what I'm saying? Forge a way of life, saw right from wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Fix some things, learn some things, believed in reincarnation, because that's the only way when your soul is at a unbalanced, how to say it, an unbalanced portion, but you're given another chance at life to redeem your soul and come on back home into the heaven, into the heavens. You got what I'm saying? You feel me? Look, I ain't wasting no more time. But if you on Facebook and you don't have your notifications on, turn it on. If you on YouTube and you ain't got your notifications on, turn it on. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get on into this chapter reading. In order to escape from the effects of his condition, two requirements had to be fulfilled by the neophyte. He must keep the 10 Commandments. Come on, man. Come on, let's back this up for a minute. You know, if you don't know what a neophyte is, let's go and look that word up too. You know, let's figure that. And then let's get into the 10 Commandments, you know what I mean? meaning of neophyte in English. All right, it says a person who is new to a subject, skill, or belief. 4-day cooking classes are offered to neophytes and experts, a new convert to a religion, a novice in religious order, or a newly ordained priest. So that That means, you know, all these pastors out here, you feel what I'm saying? Ordained pastors out here, the neophytes. We talking about, with the main name. I like him, T.D. Jakes. With that other main name right here in Richmond, Virginia, Lance Watkins. What that other one name over there in Texas, you know, he started singing and stuff, man, Kurt Franklin, Creflo Dollar. Did they all keep the Ten Commandments? Have they all kept the Ten Commandments? And see, I pointed out these preachers of color. You feel what I'm saying? Of the black community, of the black race. I pointed out to them because see what you have done, you got me? It's made all of us as a culture, as a whole, thieves, looked upon of hatred. You feel what I'm saying? You really have not helped the black community to the point that we are successful. You get me? Successful. You understand what I'm saying? As a whole, we are not successful. He must keep the Ten Commandments taught by the mysteries, for by such a discipline he will gain conquest over the fetters of the soul and liberate it so as to make its development possible. And he, now being well qualified and duly prepared, must undergo a series of initiations in order to develop his soul from the human stage to that of a God. Go on, Almighty, man. Go on. And you know, Lance Watkins, that's a Jew. Yeah, he of the Jewish faith. You got what I'm saying? That's a Jew. But he have more Africans, whether they're African Americans or whether they're Africans, sitting in this congregation. You feel me? Sitting in this congregation. You feel me? Now, who made the mistake? Who made the mistake? You think about it. Such a transformation was known as salvation. It placed the neophyte in harmony with nature, man and God. It defied him, made him become godlike, and this attainment was known as the highest good. You feel me? The highest you can go. That's the purest, the highest you can reach in life. You understand me? On this reality, that's the highest you will ever get to. According to this theory of salvation, man is expected to work out his own salvation without a mediator between himself and his God. Plato defines virtue as the order or discipline of the soul. This meaning we accept, since it agrees with the purpose of the Ten Commandments of the mysteries. The doctrine of the 10 virtues and the 10 fetters are as old as the Egyptian history itself. So what that tell you? That come from out the heavens. You feel me? That come from out the heavens, because if you ever saw the movie The Ten Commandments, didn't the demiurge speak to Moses? Write this down, put this here, put that there. Huh? Come on now. Ain't that what happened? Alright, let's keep going into this. Each commandment or discipline represented a principle of virtue, and the function of each virtue was to remove a fetter. Hence, a life of virtue was antecedent and preparatory to those further experiences, the initiations which led to gradual perfection and the divinity of the neophyte. Plato is also credited with having reduced all virtues to 4 cardinal virtues, and with assigning the highest place among them to wisdom as follows: wisdom, fortitude, temperance, and justice. Let's pause for a minute. You got what I'm saying? We're going to look these words up. I said this getting good, right? I said we are like at the peak of this book where that the fruit is really here, right? Let's roll. Let's start with wisdom. The quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. The quality of being wise, Listen to his words of wisdom. Now let's go on in 42. Courage in pain or adversity. She endured her illness with great fortitude. You got me? Look, if you follow me on my accounts, especially my Facebook accounts, because I do a lot of posts that are written, you know what I mean, in words. You got what I'm saying? That I don't do a lot of selfies. I don't do a lot of posting music. Yeah, I'm an artist too. Yeah, I'm a hip hop artist also. I don't do a lot of posting of that. If you go on my timeline, if my feed coming down, you will see a lot of words, more than anything. And I want to say this to you right here, you know what I mean? I just made a post telling you, you know what I mean? You know, the struggle is motivating. You feel what I'm saying? It's motivating. You got what I'm saying? It's a hard on for me. You feel what I'm saying? I get hard thinking about the next day, that if I wake up, that if I put some actions into anything, that I could reach a successful level of my dreams. Let's get into the next one. Temperance. Temperance. Abstinence from alcoholic drink. You got what I'm saying? You have to have a what? Temperance to get away from the what? These substances that doesn't mean your body, does not mean your mind, does not mean your soul any good. Any good. If you can go from an everyday drug abuser, an everyday alcoholic abuser, and take it to moderation, I guarantee you can take it to abstinence. I guarantee you can. If those are the steps you're looking for to how to do this, there you go. You can start there. Then you can put in place people, place, and things. And if you put people, place, and things ahead of moderation, ahead of abstinence, man, your struggle won. Your struggle won. It's over. Justice. Now, we all know what justice is, right? You got what I'm saying? And you know, it be, I'm gonna say this to you, right? You know what I mean? I've seen people call themselves justice. I've seen people call themselves supreme. I've seen people call themselves knowledge. And you know what I'm saying? I met one supreme that I could say was real one. I ain't met a justice yet. I ain't met a justice yet. Not by name. You understand what I'm saying? That was really holding up to that name. Alright, justice. Just behavior or treatment. A concern for justice, peace, and genuine respect for people. To give to give you an understanding, a better understanding, a judge or magistrate, in particular, a judge of the Supreme Court of a country or state. Does it really play a big part in the meaning, in the understanding of justice? Because see, we find justice in evil, do we not? Do we not find justice in evil? Do we not find justice in hurting people? Do we not find justice in being righteous? Do we not find justice in how to say this? You know what I mean? Um, um, I give me a prime example. I find justice in the part of me taking care of my kids. I find justice in the part of I may not have got it right with the first one. I may got it halfway right with the middle baby. But the third baby, I did a whole lot better than all of it. You got what I'm saying? I find justice that way in being a parent. Let's get back into this reading. We are also informed through the history of philosophy that Socrates, the alleged teacher of Plato, taught that wisdom was the equivalent of all virtue. Can you agree with that? Because I can. This divergence of opinion between pupil and teacher is significant since it points to the fact that both of them simply speculated about a system of ethics. You know what ethics is, right? Which was current in the ancient world and which neither of them had produced. This system of ethics, as has already been mentioned, belonged to the mystery system of Egypt, which required neophytes in preparation for initiation to keep the following 10 commandments, underlining which were 10 principles of virtue. The neophyte must, 1, control his thoughts. I give it that. 2, control his actions. I say that. Have devotion of purpose. Come on now. Have faith in the ability of his master to teach him the truth. Come on now. Have faith in himself to assimilate the truth. Have faith in himself to wield the truth. Be free from resentment under the experience of persecution. Come on, man. Have I not been persecuted? Have I not been persecuted? Be free from resentment under experience of wrong. Cultivate the ability to extinguish between right and wrong. Come on now. Have I not done that? Have I not done it? Cultivate the ability to distinguish between the real and unreal. I point it out to you every day, right? I give it to you every day, right? I walk amongst you. I don't want to lie to you. I walk amongst you, help you if I can help you. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. You better leave me alone. You better leave me alone and eat this wisdom I'm going to give to you. I'm telling you now. Number 10. Cultivate the ability to distinguish between the real and unreal. He must have a sense of values. Those are values to me. To not lie to you. To help you. You understand what I'm saying? You get it? I value that in my life. If we now compare the order in the above outline with the order in which the cardinal virtues are said to be arranged, we shall immediately see that the first place which wisdom occupies amongst the virtues was given to it by the Egyptian mysteries and not by Plato. Consequently, in 1 and 2, from the control of thoughts and actions, we derive the virtue of wisdom. In 6, from freedom of resentment under persecution. We derive the virtue of fortitude in, that's number 9, and 10, from an ability to distinguish between right and wrong and between the real and unreal. We derive the virtues of justice and temperance. Look, we're going to pause this right here because, I'm a little heated right now. You know what I mean? I'm warming up. I'm a little saucy. You feel what I'm saying? But look, let me say this to you again, and let me reiterate myself plenty of times to you, you know what I mean? We make mistakes. We fall short. You get me? Some of us are put in situations that we're not thinking. Some of us are put in situations we have no self-control. You got what I'm saying? I've been there. I've done that. You feel me? Who I am today is not who I was yesterday. You feel me? You get me? I wake every day evolving. I wake every day trying to get it better than I was yesterday. You feel me? I stand in my truth. I stand in my wrongs. I stand in letting you know I don't shy away or not think about the convictions I put on myself. Like I told you before, my sins don't go unnoticed. They're more noticed than your sins will ever be noticed. Look, you've been with the nasty pastor, and as I said, this is going up. You feel me? Up. You got me? You understand? You get it? Love yourself. Nobody will. Make some strides in your life to get righteous. Understand the buffoonery that's around you. Your daddy will lie to you. Your mama will persecute you. You feel me? Your mama will persecute you because you don't listen to your mama. You feel me? Your mama will do some things to you to explain her injustice or your daddy injustice. Look, I'm out and I love you.